waterproof ratings on watches, why they make very little sense and why they should change, in my opinion. Let's talk about it. But first, I'm not a watch expert. I'm just a nerd about watches, and their waterproofing ratings annoy me. So if you disagree with me, if you've got anything to add, take away, blah, blah, divide, multiply, pop down into the comments, let me know. Once you're down there, why not like, subscribe, ding that bell icon so you never miss another video, and why not click that join button? That would be very much appreciated if you did. Thank you very much. So, waterproofing ratings on watches. This has been on my mind a little bit, quite a lot actually, since we did the Patek Philippe video. So they downgraded all their waterproofing ratings to 30 meters. But what that means now is all of their watches are now tested to be functional to 30 meters. And the more I've thought about it, it makes more sense. This isn't an endorsement of Patek Philippe downgrading the ratings on all of their watches. I still think that's dumb. But it's made me think that the ratings overall on watches in the industry make no sense and need to be standardized. When a watch is tested for waterproofing, it is tested static in lab conditions. That means it's only valid so far as to say that the watch must be immobile in that body of water, the water isn't flowing, and the water stays at about 25 to 30 degrees. Those are ideal lab conditions. So a watch that's rated for 100 meters will be tested in those conditions at 100 meters. Although actually, usually 25% over, so 125 meters. However, when you're wearing that watch, actually moving with flowing water, you're going to be exerting pressures in excess of 125 meters of pressure, let's say, which is 12.5 bar. Moreover, if you actually want to take a watch diving in salt water is about 2 to 5% denser than fresh water and will lead to the degradation of seals and blah, 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 blah. In any other industry, whether it's phones, washing machines, cars, anything, you buy something that has a specific rating on the screen, displayed front and center, you'd think that would be the minimum that thing could do. From a pure customer satisfaction, just to not mis-selling a product standard of view, you'd think that would be the case with watches as well. But no, when you buy a watch, 3 atmospheres or 30 meters of water resistance means you can splash around in it, you can wash your hands in that watch. 5 atmospheres or 50 meters means you can shower or bath, usually with that item on. 100 atmospheres or 100 meters mean you can do some recreational surfing, some swimming, snorkeling, sailing, water sports, whatever. And 200 atmospheres or 200 meters and up means you can do professional marine activity and some serious water sports and skin diving. My issue with that is you need to be intimately aware of the watch industry, and you need to be intimately aware of what these ratings mean to know how to use your watch. Obviously, it's also the job of the salesman at the point of sale at the authorized dealer to inform. But a lot of watches nowadays are also sold online, delivered to one's house. You get it on, you take a look at the dial and you go, okay, 50 meters. I'm not going to go below 50 meters. I can swim with this on. Not going to screw down crown. It's got a push down crown. It's rated for 50 meters. So I can swim with this on. And I know for a fact a lot of people then get water ingress into their watch because they don't understand the minutiae watch waterproofing ratings, because they're not standardized, they're not consumer friendly, and they make little to no sense. What's also worse is, obviously, one is expected to look after their watch. One is expected to service it. One is expected to not use it for things it's not rated for. And obviously, the waterproofing seals in a watch will degrade over time, particularly as, unlike a phone with a waterproofing rating, you're Most people change their phone every 2 to 3 years. A watch is expected to go 5 to 10 years between services. Some people take it way longer, so it's harder to rate. My point in this entire video is a watch should be rated accurately for what it can actually do at a minimum. Whereas at the moment, watches are rated for sort of maximum waterproofing at an idealized scenario. That feels wrong to me. Any other industry, it would have been regulated quite a while ago. I've heard stories of people buying a Navitimer. Now, a Navitimer is a very nice watch. It's very expensive, but they're only rated for 30, 50 meters, if I'm remembering correctly. It's a push-down crown. Many people who buy a Navitimer, they think, oh, it's a Breitling. Breitlings are built to last. They're made so well. Then they then take their Navitimer swimming and it gets wrecked. And I'm not talking about people who forget to push their crowns in or screw them in. That's human error. What I'm talking about is people who take every precaution with the usability of their watch, and yet their watch then isn't living up to the number that's on the dial in terms of waterproofing. It's a complicated issue. I guess what I'm asking for and ranting about is a more consumer-friendly system. Because at the moment, the numbers on the dial mean something different to what they're actually used for. Since when does 30 meters waterproof mean you can wash your hands with it and it's splash proof? That makes no sense, does it? You'd think 30 meters, like, would mean 30 meters. If it means 2 meters, if it means splash proof, or if it means 5 meters, have that on the dial. It just needs to be reflective of the real world applications of the watch, because at the moment people do ruin their watches believing what it says on the dial. And I'm not talking about watch nerds, because me and you, if you're watching this video, you're very much in the camp of someone who knows what a waterproofing rating means. I'm meaning the rest of the watch buying public and people who just want to buy a watch to wear it and not worry about it. Too many of them end up destroying their watch because they don't understand the minutiae of the rating system. And any other industry, it would just be seen as completely anti-consumer and completely backwards, because the rating is completely idealized and non-reflective of an actual use case where you're moving in water, where the water's moving, where it's salinated and denser. This is a full-on rant video because it's been playing on my mind, and I put something about it on Instagram, and my God, this is going to get some contentious comments, but let's just standardize it. All watch brands, standardize it. Same testing methodology. Let's do some standardization, or an external body testing it. The same that we have with COSC and METAS and stuff. Let's start to get some standardization from an external testing body and stuff. Because at the moment, it's a bit all over the place. Different brands have different approaches. Some brands, it actually means what it says on the dials. Other brands, it doesn't, and it's all a bit crap. This has been a rant. This has been one of my famous rants. Quite an epic one, I do believe. I need to go and lay down now. Let me know what you guys think of watch waterproofing ratings in the comments. If I'm completely right and they need to be standardized and a little bit more consumer friendly, or if I'm completely wrong and speaking out my arse and the current system is fine, let me know about that as well. I'm interested. Whilst you're down in the comments, why not like, subscribe, ding that bell icon so you never miss another video, and why not join? And whilst we're on the subject of joining, shout out to our channel members on screen now. You guys are absolute legends. And to everyone else, watch yourselves.